Howdy everyone, Poacher here with an Age of Magic video, and today I wanted to talk about the Rock and Succubus characters. Now these characters are both event heroes and they're very powerful in the game, so I wanted to help new players decide on which champion they wanted to aim for first. So I'm going to share some basic information about these champions, movesets and so forth. I'm going to show you which one's the easiest one to farm and which one I personally think is stronger. But again, this video is just to help you decide which one you want to go through first. So we're going to start with Rock. Now Rock is a Beastman caster. He has 1.7 mil hit points. His speed is 243. Now, this speed is important to remember because he's faster than Succubus and he's one of the fastest characters in the game. There aren't too many characters that are faster than him. This is important because it allows him to get his main ability off first in battle, which gives you a huge advantage in combat. This ability is Frozen Prison and it's his signature move. This is what everyone knows him for. At max level, it has a 4-turn cooldown and it can freeze everyone on the enemy team, assuming they do not fortify it or dodge the attack. So it's a very powerful attack, very low cooldown, gives you a whole extra turn of attacking if it freezes everyone. His other abilities are pretty meh, there's nothing to froth over there. One's a pretty decent damaging AoE ability and one's a pretty decent single target ability. Again, nothing to go crazy about. It's his freeze ability that everyone wants and it's why he's such a good character. So being an event hero, there's only one way to get him. You need 5 kobolds, all at level 50, all equipment level 5 and all star level 5. Now I've done a little table here showing you how many different nodes in the game you can farm kobolds from. Now these are from Heroic Dark and Light campaign and Valley of Treasure. So the champions you need to unlock Rock are very accessible. You need 5 only and you can farm 6 from the campaign itself, so that's a huge advantage. Kobolds are everywhere. You can farm them from the markets as well. You can get them in random daily reward chests. There's heaps of different methods. These are far easier to farm than the demons, and I'll go over how many nodes you can farm demons from, but like I said later on. There is one other kobold you can farm as well, and that is the Worm Priest. However, he is only available through the markets. You can't farm him through the campaign, but if you really want him, that's another option. You have 7 kobolds all up that you can farm. You only need 5 for Rock. Next we have Succubus. Like Rock, she has 1.7 mil health. However, she has a speed of 204, which is 39 lower than Rock. So she's not super fast, she's not super slow, but you know, she's above average. A tiny bit above average. I think anything above 200, you're doing pretty well. Now, Succubus has become a monster in the game since her last buff. So she can silence up to 3 characters for 2 turns with an ability cooldown of 3. So you're shutting down characters for the majority of the match, and that's really, really fucking powerful at the moment because there's nothing really a team can do if you've got 3 of their characters silenced. Now, the only character that this doesn't really affect, and if anything helps the character, is Swamp Killer. If your Succubus silences a Swamp Killer, it's going to force them to just use their basic ability, which is the gem for Swamp Killer. Her basic ability just locks a character down non-stop unless you're unlucky and miss both of her basic attacks. Now, like Rock, you need 5 demons at level 50, equipment level 5 and star level 5 to unlock Succubus. Now this is where it becomes harder than Rock. Succubus only has 4 demons you can farm from the campaign. You have Eraser, Gatekeeper, Infernus and Abyss Hound. And between them all you have 3, 6, 10, 11 different nodes you can farm from. So it's substantially lower than the kobold you can farm in the game. And with the 5th character only coming from the markets, it's going to take you that much longer to get all 5 characters up to standard for you to farm what you need to get Succubus. So I just want to show you how they act in battle, and while we are playing this video, I'll go over what my thoughts are for both champions. So I'm just going to use my basic team I use for my arena. I have Lucky, Zart, Rock, Swamp Killer and Succubus. We're going to get straight into battle. This is versing another high-level character in the game. This is the top arena division in the game at the moment. So as you can see, my Swamp Killer gets to go first because she's the fastest character in the game. She misses. She has a low hit rate. Now my Rock goes second, and this is really good because I can freeze his whole team. I'm going to slow down the battle here. I think at some point it's going too fast, or I'm not too sure. But yeah, so my Rock goes, and now Zart which slows down the enemy and then increases my speed, then Succubus, and I silence 3 of their characters. At this point, it's almost a win. Hardly any of my abilities have missed. I've got their team locked down. They were frozen. They're now slowed. My evasion is increased. A lot would have to go wrong for me to lose this battle at the moment. I'm just going to whittle down their Zariel, and once Zariel is dead, I pretty much have guaranteed the win for me. So the difference between Rock and Succubus at the moment is the speed, pretty much. Apart from the speed, I think Succubus is a far superior character, just because she can silence 3 characters for 2 turns with that 3-turn cooldown. It is locking down so many characters for such a long period of time. The enemy team essentially can't do anything against you. As you can see, I'm not worried about anything in this battle. She's used her silence on me at this point, but it's no point. I've killed 2 of her characters already. The rest are locked, slowed, silenced. I can't lose this. So yeah, personally, I think Succubus is a lot stronger. However, it will be much faster for a new player to farm Rock than it would Succubus, and Rock will still carry a player a good portion of the way until you can finally get Succubus. But it's up to you which one you want to farm first. Personally, I think Succubus is worth getting over Rock at the moment. However, many players have voiced their opinion on how powerful Succubus has become with her recent buff. I say this because I want to warn people that if you do choose to go for her, she may be subjected to upcoming nerfs. Now, nerfs rarely happen in the Age of Magic game. We have seen a very small handful of them since the game's release, but I just wanted everyone to be aware of it before they choose her over Rock. Anyway, I hope this video has helped you to make a decision on who you want to farm first. Personally, both of them are really good characters. I went for Rock before Succubus. That was simply because Succubus wasn't even out at the time. Rock was my only option. But either one of these champions is going to help you a lot in your arena, in your campaigns, in tournaments, anywhere you go. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment below and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. But until next time, everyone, please take care.